Welcome back. One man is dead and 9 others were seriously injured and subsequently hospitalized following a boating accident on Abaco on Friday evening. Police on the island have launched investigations into the accident. The accident reportedly occurred shortly after 8 p.m. in waters near the southern end of Abaco. Police reports indicate that a 28-year-old boat operator was transporting an unconfirmed number of workers from Marsh Harbor to Montage Key on board a 27-foot single-engine vessel when he reportedly struck a reef, which resulted in the passengers being thrown overboard. Immediately, a search and rescue team was organized, which led to 19 passengers being recovered, one of whom was unresponsive. The passengers were all taken to the local clinic for medical attention, where it was determined that 9 of the injured needed additional medical attention. The 9 were including of the captain. They were all subsequently flown to New Providence, where they were being treated for the various injuries received during that incident. Police say search efforts are continuing in an effort to locate any other individuals who may have been on board that vessel. Meanwhile, the Public Hospitals Authority provided an update on the injured, saying in a statement that as of Saturday morning, one of the 8 passengers that the Princess Margaret Hospital received was discharged, while 7 other passengers remained in hospital, listed in stable condition. Despite best efforts to save an American tourist, the 65-year-old from Danville, Kentucky, apparently drowned while snorkeling on Saturday. Police say shortly before 2 p.m., the female, while on Rose Island, was engaged in a snorkeling activity when she became unresponsive. She was immediately retrieved from the water and transported to the Montague ramp, where emergency medical technicians were waiting to administer further medical care. EMS attempted CPR on the way to the hospital, but to no avail. The woman was pronounced dead upon arrival at the hospital. Investigations continue into that matter. A teen girl is in hospital being treated for self-inflicting wounds in an alleged suicide attempt. The 14-year-old, police say, was found shortly after 7 p.m. on Monday by attendants who were making routine checks at a local housing facility. She was found with abrasions to her wrist and legs following an argument with another female resident. Emergency medical technicians were summoned and transported the juvenile female to hospital. Investigations into this matter also continue. The increase in attempted suicides in country has been a major cause for concern for the police and for the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Police are on the hunt for 3 armed robbers who forcibly entered the home of their victim and robbed him. Police say the incident unfolded shortly after 1 a.m. on Monday off Tonic Williams-Darling Highway, when the victim arrived at his home and he was accosted by 3 males who were all armed with high-powered rifles. After forcing the man into his home, the suspects robbed him of his personal effects, including 2 iPhones. The culprits then fled the area in a burgundy Nissan Cube. Meanwhile, a 36-year-old man was to travel to the capital on Monday for further medical attention after he was shot to the hand in an attempted robbery on Eleuthera on Sunday night. Police say around 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, the victim was walking to a home in Hatchet Bay when a blue-colored vehicle pulled up next to him. 3 males known to him, or unknown to him rather, exited that vehicle. They cornered the victim. The suspects reportedly attempted to rob him when a struggle ensued, and one of the males produced a firearm and discharged shots in his direction, resulting in the victim being shot in his left hand. The 3 culprits fled, making good their escape. The victim was transported to a local clinic where a doctor treated him for the injuries. Police are actively investigating these incidents and once again are appealing to anyone with information regarding these incidents to contact the Criminal Investigations Department, CID, or you can call Crime Stoppers anonymously, 328-TIPS, 328-8477. You can also call 911 or 919. And finally, today, the Ministry of Health and Wellness released the latest statistics on the number of dengue fever cases in country. The Dengue Alert Dashboard, dated Tuesday, October 10th, says there are now 191 cases of dengue fever in country, up from 180 reported on October 5th, which was an increase from 163 that was reported on October 3rd. In the island-by-island breakdown, New Providence continues to have the most cases, with 133 up from 128. Grand Bahama saw an increase from 49 to now 55 cases, while the Berry Islands, Eleuthera, and Exuma each still with just one reported case of dengue fever. The dengue fever hotline is 802-1143, 802-1143. Again, officials are urging you to eliminate all mosquito breeding habitats and take precaution to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes yourselves. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.